Hi everyone, it's your favorite friendly neighborhood psychic and spiritual medium, Lanna K. And I'm here to do a reading on Anthony Bourdain. I tried to get this message out earlier, but he wanted to wait until there was more privacy and quiet. Friday, I can't remember the exact date, maybe it was June the 8th, and Anthony Bourdain chose to end his life, and he was a chef and TV personality. I did get a chance to watch some of his shows on CNN, and was surprised, but not totally shocked, that he had ended his life. And soon that day, he was, in my bathroom and trying to talk to me, and hasn't really let me sleep much. So I felt like I needed to give him room to talk, because he likes to talk. He's very high-strung, a lot of anxiety, and just always on the go and ready to do the next thing. So, but what I get from him is that he had overcome a lot of things, addiction, but he had a lot of lust for life, and he had a lot of cravings. He enjoyed drink, food, women, sex, and always on the move for the next physical pleasure. But I also get that he had a lot of skeletons in his closet that he was afraid would one day come out. And his fear was that it was going to come out very soon. Okay? And he couldn't survive if it came out. So he fully takes on the responsibility for choosing to end his life, because he feels that that was the only option that he had. Because he did a lot of good, and he was very generous to people, and he tried to bring people together and bring peace. But earlier in his past, when he was younger, before he was well known, there was things that he engaged in that he was not proud of when he was an addict, when he was a full-blown addict. Not to say that this is any excuse for any behavior, but it may come out, something may come out that is very shocking on him and on his past. And it is shocking enough that his career would have never been the same. I have a feeling what it is, but I will respect the information and let it come to you the way that it should. But just know it's not good. Okay? So, with that said, okay, I pulled a few cards about the end, and I asked him, you know, in the most loving, gentlest way, and for the highest good of all, and what energy surrounded him at the moment of his passing. And I pulled these energy oracle cards, and I pulled 3 of them, and the first one is all tied up. So, and then when I see this picture, you know, I think that he may have been, was being blackmailed with certain information with someone he used to have close relationships to. Okay? And it gave him plenty of anxiety, but he's saying now that his anxiety is a little bit relieved now that he sees a little bit more clearly. Being on the other side, he is still not at peace. So, but he still has some anxiety that he's trying to work through. Alright. So, lay out the cards. Alright. Okay, so these are the cards that he chose. The 5 of Pentacles. He was, you know, felt blocked. He felt locked out of the world. He had the whole world, but yet he felt poor. You know, he felt trapped. He felt unable to do anything. He felt like he couldn't speak for the world with things that he knew and things that he saw from, you know, that he couldn't really do much to help. Okay? And the basis of it is a man. And it's the 3 of Pentacles. And he's teaching children. Okay? But I don't feel that this is good. I'm getting kind of sick to my stomach because it has to do with children. And I'm really getting sick right now because I don't even want to look that direction, but this is what he's showing me. And I feel like he may have been involved in some cultish rituals, some really dark stuff. And he was powerless to this. Like, it just took over him. And, but the truth was coming out. The truth was out to get him. And it looked like somebody was trying to get paid for it. Somebody wanted some money. And he was a fool. He was foolish. And he was froze. He just didn't see any other option. The wolves were out to get him. And he has a lot of regret. He's got a lot of regret. Right, I'm going to pull 10 cards to get confirmation. So a lot of, okay, so, confirmation. Okay, so, the Five of Stones, and then to confirm, the King of Stones, or the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Stones. So, there was somebody that wanted money from him. This is what I get. Empress, the Empress or Gaia showed up, confirming as to the world. So this is all his love affairs, I feel. His sexual appetite. And all this stuff was going to come out. He was working hard on charity, on giving back. But he tried to keep this secret locked up in the past position. But what loomed over him was being powerless and stuck. Just stuck. He couldn't move. He was surrounded. The truth of hidden secrets was about to be revealed. And a delay, a woman, the Queen of Pentacles, was being delayed. Right? All right, the Fool looking up from above. So, from looking up from above, he was being foolish. All right? And he was surrounded by things from his past. His past would, he was afraid in the hopes and fears area. He was afraid of this information from his past coming out. And we got double the same card. in two different interpretations. Okay, Nine of Scrolls, Nine of Swords. They both grief and despair. This was his outcome. All right. All right. So, any final messages for us? Anthony, please give us a message. The same message as Kate Spade. I'm not dead. Same message. That's wild. So, I don't know what else to say, is that I'm very sorry, and lit Anthony a candle along with his family and all the loved ones, and for everyone who thinks about him, and send him peace. And I hope that everything turns out for the best. I'm sorry. I don't know why why people choose to end their life. Well, yes, I do. But for this one, though, for this individual, he was an adventurer. He was a risk taker, and he was always on the go and to help humanity learn about other cultures and connect us through food. And he did good work, but this man had dark secrets, and he had another life that, you know, was about to come out, and he felt that it was better that he wasn't going to survive it. And he is taking it like, I did it, you know, this is what I did, this is why I did it, I felt like I didn't have a choice. But he's still not at peace. He's still walking. He's still trying to deal with this. And this is something that has been eating at him for a very long time. And so let's just all just light a candle for him and hope that this turns out the best for everyone involved, for the greater and highest and best of good. So, thank you. Have a blessed and beautiful one. Namaste.